Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical, and today I'm gonna build a couch. You guys may know that I've got access to some pretty great mahogany, and actually this mahogany is one of a few different types that I have. This is some of the wood that wasn't quite good enough to be used for the bracelets, the bone occlusion bracelets. So this is mahogany wood, but we select the best of the wood for the bracelets. And then I had some parts of the tree that were basically narrow branches and didn't have enough old growth to where they had the color or grain pattern that I wanted. And I decided to use this wood to make a couch for what's going to be my next video shooting area. I'm thinking about doing a live video feed here, area for shooting live videos here at my workshop. So I'm going to put a couch there. But what I do want to say is that if you guys are doing any projects, in my opinion, the most important thing is always having a plan. So this is what the table is going to look like. This is what I used to cut the wood. Now we're going to go ahead and drill the holes. So what I'm going to basically try and do as far as drilling the holes is put a couple larger holes so the head of the screw will fit in there. And then I'm going to drill a pilot hole. But we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. Let's cut into doing some more work. All right, guys, so we're about halfway done with the couch. As I had stated, this is some mahogany that we use for the bracelets, and we have various in the shop. We use beautiful hardwoods that I've gone out into the woods and recovered fallen trees. So what that means is sometimes some parts of the tree are not necessarily ideal. They're not the highest quality wood. And in this case, I took some of the mahogany, and in the United States, this would be considered on the US market extremely expensive and good mahogany, but where I'm at right now, I'm in Central America, and at least where I go and get my wood is always in Central America, where the mahogany tree is native, and I can go out into the woods with my overland expedition vehicle and find the wood myself, and I have access to the best mahogany in the world. So I can be a little bit more choosy, and I can do, you know, cool, fun projects like this. So I'm kind of using this. I'm not going crazy. I'm doing it quickly because I want to get a couch put together. And this is my workshop where I make the world's most effective edged weapons and self-defense tools. And today's a Sunday. It's the only day that we're not in here making knives. And in fact, we are even making some knives today because we're so backlogged on knives. But I have half a day to get this made. And so we're not going to do the, you know, craziest, most detailed work ever. And I'm also using the most limited tools you can use. And I'm going to tell you how I do it. And I'm not a professional woodworker. I just like to make stuff. And so this is my opinion. I like using stainless steel. So I'm just using some stainless steel screws. These were some that I had. I would normally use a little bit longer. These are 3-inch. I like using big heavy wood projects, so I would normally use, like I said, a 4 inches to 3-inch. But I do like using stainless steel because it won't, you know, rust over time inside the wood, because wood has, you know, its own natural water content to it. And then I'm using a Tight Bond 2. This is the best wood glue that I've found. I don't use it a whole lot because I don't, you know, I usually use an epoxy for my knives and stuff, gluing the handles, but I have the ability to use that as well. And we're just kind of reinforcing any kind of a joint with that as a security measure. You know, do it once, do it right, built to last, overbuilt. Like everything I do is overbuilt, you guys know. Hardwoods, very hardwoods, mahogany. So I put a pilot hole. What I'll do is I'll put a hole in for the base of the head. So I'll countersink the head a little bit. Not like I said, not doing anything perfect. I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup before I paint, but it's a quick half-day job. So doing a little hole for the head and then putting a pilot hole. And the reason I put a pilot hole is because the wood is very hard, and I always like to put pilot holes in the wood before especially with hardwood. I guess the only woods that you don't necessarily have to do that with is sometimes if I'm building something for the shop out of pine or something like that, I may not use a pilot hole. But anytime I'm using hardwoods, I always like to use a very small pilot hole, very fine pilot hole, always allowing for the threads of the screw to make good contact. And from there, the other reason that I'm making this couch is, number one, for a new video place, my third, it'll be my third live video feed location, or my third video studio location, but it will also be an area of storage of weapons of mass destruction. So I want these Pelican 1630s. I have tons of Pelican cases, but I want Pelican cases to fit underneath. So I'm just literally just building it around a really cool looking couch. Just wait till you guys see the cushions here at the end. But I want these boxes to fit underneath, so I have a storage space for what cool stuff comes inside Pelican cases. Let's go right into the work. So we didn't get the couch painted in half day like I was hoping to, but it's pretty much prepped for paint. I do need to go over and do a little bit of sanding on it before paint, so I'm just going to leave it for another day. It did turn out really cool though. The boxes fit great underneath, as you can see, and it's very sturdy, very big, and yeah, it's gonna be cool for filming, I think. So if you guys want to see some future videos in this chair, let me know. I'm hoping to do some filming in it. I think it's gonna look a lot better painted. So here in like a few seconds, you guys will probably see this thing painted. I think it's really gonna pop, this beautiful mahogany. Hey guys, so this is the finished product. Did some memory foam cushions. I just ordered them the size that I needed. They were cut to fit off Amazon, and basically had just some fabric that I'm using for my truck build and a lot of other stuff. Heavy duty Cordura, tough as nails fabric that I wrapped them in basically and put a zipper on the back. And so here's the couch. This is what it looks like. It's all completed. I was able to put my Pelican cases for storage underneath and the Yeti cooler over here. So I'm here at my workshop, very small area, don't have a lot of space. So one of the things that I wanted to do was create a couch that would have storage for those items underneath, and then also that it would double as a video area. So I'm probably going to add in a green screen here. I'll probably do some live videos here, and then I can do some filming with a green screen where I might do like some reviews of movie reviews or something like that, where I talk about action movies. I get asked a lot of times to do like commentaries on like action movies and stuff, and kind of tell, martial arts fight scenes or use of knives and stuff like that in movies, and see how effective it is in comparison, give kind of my feedback on stuff like that. So if we add in a green screen here, maybe in sometime in the future, you'll have me sitting here on a couch, the green screen behind. Also, some live video updates. If you want to see that kind of stuff, comment below the name of the movie that you want me to do like some feedback on and what scenes. Also, let me know if you want to see some live videos here in this area right here, if you think it looks cool, or if you have any suggestions, questions, and comments, do it all below. Thanks for watching. Bone out.